Hey, good afternoon, people. My name is Freddy Vasquez, and this is my parental apathy case study presentation. Um, First of all, category one, problem identification and analysis. What do we know about the case? Well, this is what we know. Miss Rose is the new assistant principal. She knows the importance of having good parental and community involvement in schools. School, the school she works for, has very little parental or community involvement. There's not much encouragement from the principal. Also, there's not much encouragement from the principal feels that parents and community wanted to be left alone and expected the educators to do all the work, which in some cases that's how it is. Ms. Rose wants parental involvement at the school. A letter has been sent home about a parent meeting, and only 8 parents showed up for the meeting, which is sad. And the thing is, I've been in schools where that has happened, especially for athletics. What do we need to know? Why is the principal so negative all the time? I don't know why he's that way. Maybe he's had some problems in the past. What happened to the past parent groups? Did something happen in the past with parents that the principal is not mentioning in the case study? And why is the principal not approving any type of PTA or PTO? Um, so I don't know why the principal will be against any of those two groups. Schools that I work for, they both have them and they work very, very, very well. What is the problem? For me, the problem is that there's a lack of parental and community involvement at the school. That is very obvious. Also, the principal's lack of enthusiasm is really hurting the school as a whole. Effective communication is not being utilized correctly, and there are no gaps between the school and the community. There's no things going on between the school and the community. It's just kids come to class, kids go home. That's it. How do we fix this? What is the proposed plan of action? Well, we'll have a meeting with the region chief and the principal about getting some feedback on past community involvements at the school. I don't want to go straight to the superintendent. I want to follow my steps. If I don't get anything from the region chief, then I will go to the superintendent. The second thing I would do is develop a faculty committee. Have the faculty brainstorm ways to have more parent and community involvement. That is key. Also, send a proper community involvement letter home to the parent with plenty of notice. You can't send a parent letter the day before and expect people to show up. It's not going to happen. Some parents are, they're not home all the time. They need to make arrangements at their job in order for them to show up anywhere. I would also set up a parent meeting to talk about ways of better communicating and benefits of community involvement. Maybe invite some people from outside the school to speak to the parents, and also a follow-up parent meeting with communication with the attendees. Don't just leave it at the meeting and then just not communicate with them ever again. You have to follow up with those people to make sure they come back and they find some type of involvement in the school. Also, strategies that I would use, I would invite local leaders to attend a meeting, maybe to speak to the parents about family involvement and the importance of school and community involvement. I would also survey the parents and also the students. Having the students involved will help, will give the students maybe a type of entitlement or a type of caring. We'll also use technology for communication, have the faculty buy into solving the problem. A lot of faculties, they do not want extra work or more things to do. But if the faculty buys into anything, the school would benefit and it will work a lot better. Also, follow communication with parents. Don't just leave the meeting. Just the one meeting and that's it. It's important to follow up. Even in the classroom, when you're having a problem with a student, you want to contact the parent. You don't want to contact the parent only when they're doing something wrong. You also want to contact them when they're doing something right too. So that's one thing that I've learned over the years. What is category 3? This is resolving the issue. What is best for the student? To me, students are number one. They are the center of our thing here, because without the students, there will be no teachers, there will be no administration, there will be no schools. Community involvement with the school will lead to higher academic success. That's just a fact. Parents must work together with the staff. Students are the center. Parents must be involved with the teachers, with the administration, with their extracurricular activities, all that. The school vision and mission will be accomplished in this case. The vision should be to better our students, for them to become better individuals. Our mission should be to create an environment, a positive environment around these kids. It's not, if we don't do that, we're not accomplishing anything. Also, having a new school perception. If the students have a better morale about themselves, and the teachers have a better morale, there's better school morale in. Students will do anything for you. Teachers will do anything for you. So debriefing the problem. What was I thinking when I was doing it? When I was doing this case, I was thinking, why the principal acted the way that he did. I mean, like he had no drive whatsoever in trying to help the assistant principal, or trying to involve the community or involve the parents. I don't understand why. I would love to know. What was I feeling? I was feeling confused, because what if I get stuck in the same situation, or somebody else gets stuck in the same situation that the assistant principal was in, and didn't have the knowledge to solve it? Didn't have the resources that we've had. What do I value? I value the courage of the assistant principal in trying to get the parents and community involved. I'm sure she did not feel very good when they sent the parent letter home and only 8 parents showed up. I mean, that had to be, very discouraging. We cannot be discouraged in this profession. We have to move on. We have to be patient. So I value the courage of the assistant principal. Also, what was unresolved, or what is open? To me, the principal's lack of enthusiasm to better the school. Did it change? Does the principal still have a job after all that? After meeting with the superintendent, or meeting with the region chief? Because if the principal is going to act that way, if it's not going to have any input, or it's not going to help the assistant principal, they should be working together. Why would he even be in a school? He should be looking for a different job. Did his frame of thinking change? I don't know if it did or not. To be honest, it's wide open. We have no idea. We have no idea if the frame of thinking changed. What else? The academic category for this component 1, academic success. What did I do to reach students have academic success? By meeting with the region chief and the principal about past community involvements, I'm starting a channel of communication to help create a parent group. So, surveying the parents and the student creates a sense of involvement that will give the students a sense of caring. Students must know that you care. If they don't, they're not going to do anything. They're not going to do any work. They're not going to be successful. We have to build relationships with our students. Also, parents and teachers working together. Teachers and parents must work together. Their children are at stake here. They are the common denominator. If they don't work together, it's not a good feeling. Component number 2 are well-being of our students, by having teachers buy into the school plan and community relations. Also, by creating a faculty committee and increasing communication between parents and teachers. That's how I'm promoting the well-being of our students. And component number 3, the community of engagement for families. How did I promote that? By sending a letter home to parents and giving them enough notice to make arrangements. Like I said before, parents work. Some parents may work at night. So we need to give the parents enough leeway, or enough days for them to make arrangements at work to come to meetings or anything. Also, by setting up the parent meeting, I'm creating engagement with the community. And like I said before, the faculty committee will help call home, help brainstorm ideas about how to create these type of communities, these type of engagement for my parents in our communities. Um, that's the end of my show. I want to thank you guys for watching. Uh, I really enjoy this course, and I really um, there was a lot of information that I didn't know about from this course. I'm glad that I had it, and I thank Dr. Moody for having me in class. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later.